talk about PARALIVES. I have non-stop been talking about this game for the past few weeks because I feel like the 4 weeks leading up to it, everyone's kind of been like, is this going to get cancelled again? Is it going to be pushed forward again? And now that we're in the last few days, well, a day by the time this comes out, they can't do that. So the excitement is real. I have been waiting for this game since day one. I genuinely cannot wait. If you do not know, PARALIVES is a sim-like game, and the reason people are very excited is because the essential promise of PARALIVES is that it's better than The Sims, and all the bugs and shit that we ask from The Sims is in PARALIVES. Another thing to add on to that is it's an indie team, and another layer to add on to that is that it's a one purchase only, meaning you purchase the game but everything else, so future DLC and packs and everything, will be free. Essentially with Sims, if you buy the packs alone, even if you got the free game, I didn't get The Sims when it was free. I got The Sims when it was still £30. That's how long I've, had it from the beginning, 10 years ago. And if you get all the packs, it literally amounts to over $1,000, I believe. Whereas that price point with PARALIVES is non-existent to compare. Saying that, it's important to have realistic expectations because this is early access, and early access is essentially like having literal early access to a game before it's fully ready. It's said that the game early access will last about 2 years, which means in these next 2 years you can play it. In fact, on I believe the first day, I don't know how long it lasts, it will even have a discount. I believe it's about $40 and it will be discounted to about $35 or $30. That means that there's a high likelihood that the game in the next 2 years will have lags, bugs, problems galore. A lot of people are talking about how when they've seen streamers who have been given access to promote the actual launch, saying they've seen lags and stuff. I watched a couple today and I honestly didn't see that much. I saw a couple bugs where like the parafolk get stuck, but that happens in The Sims today, and that game is over 10 years old. That singular game, not The Sims total, just Sims 4. They've been in the game for decades, so I don't think that that's something that we can even complain about. Obviously lags and stuff is going to be different for everyone depending on PC, Mac, etc. I probably will bump into a few because I use an Apple Mac. Saying that, I think again it's also amazing that it's available on everything, because so many games come out and they're only available on Nintendo Switch 2 or just Windows. This team, this game, I'm just obsessed. Putting that aside, I don't care how many lags this game has. I will be playing it all the time because I would rather it have a few lags and bugs than the entire gameplay cost $1,000, as well as the improvements of which I'm going to talk about in comparison to Sims. Now some people are like, yes, this is so much better than Sims. Others are like, they're too different to even compare. I don't feel like they're too different to compare personally. I just feel like, yes, they are different, but they are competitors. Sims has never ever had a competitor, and this is the first time in decades they've had a competitor, and it's coming at the best time ever. because of the EA sale that hasn't gone through yet, but likely will. So, that being said, what am I most excited for? One, the open world. The ability to go anywhere without having to come out into a menu, to come out into a menu, to go back into the menu, to go into the game. Just give me the game already. I am so excited for that. I was watching a playthrough and watching like them play in like the kind of like the center of the town. The stores are so beautiful. I love them. I love that we have stores that we can go into that are next to each other like real life, rather than one lot, and you have to go in and out and in and out of each lot to even play in those sections, instead of what PARALIVES is, which is you can seamlessly go through all of it. So I am so excited for the open world and the stores, because I love that aspect. That's real. That's like a real simulator, you know, of like real life. So I'm so thrilled about that. One thing that I think everyone is so excited about is the color wheel. The fact that Sims 4 has not been able to input a color wheel into its game is insane. It's crazy. Probably the most basic thing you could possibly do. So the color wheel, so excited. The ability to use that through the clothing looks very easy and so fun. Like, you can turn a red dress into a wedding dress just by turning it white. Like, it's that simple, and I am so excited for that. I'm very excited by the sliders, the height sliders. I watched a gameplay, a playthrough today, where a taller man and a shorter woman in the game kissed, and it was the most beautiful animation ever. And he just autonomously is able to kind of bend down naturally to kiss her. It just looks beautiful. It looks stunning. It's amazing. There are some bugs, I guess, where they don't autonomously change into appropriate clothing. Say if they go to the gym but they've just woken up, they'll stay in their pajamas. I don't really care about things like that. In fact, I actually find it annoying in Sims when they sometimes change randomly autonomously when it's not appropriate to change for whatever reason. So I think there's a level there, and I do think that's something they will likely change, but it's not like a big thing for me whatsoever. I'm very excited by the narrator and the train beginning. If you haven't seen this, it's part of the trailer. I will put the link below for the trailer. And this concept just really sold the deal for me when this trailer came out this week, because I love stories. If you don't know, I'm literally, my main focus of content on Instagram and TikTok is books and YouTube. So that aspect is everything for me, and I have always had beef with The Sims for being too free in the sense of being able to do anything. I want tasks and goals, and obviously last year or the year before, they introduced tasks, but the narrator adds a storytelling aspect to it, as well as you can choose whether you want it to be like a hard life narrator or an easy life narrator or a balanced life narrator, but that doesn't take away from their storytelling and the different choices you get to make and like the genuine life simulation. That's what I'm here for. All that to say, if you enjoy PARALIVES, please do let me know when you play. Hopefully in a week or two I will have a personal update on how I'm getting on with it. But until then, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.